know how you can tell this is a game about high school? When you choose your character, these are the only choices you get, and each one is a conveniently rigid stereotype. So what we got here? We got the tech kid, the punk, the kid with the generic haircut who no one notices, a limited set of choices that is fittingly demeaning to have to choose from. And after all, I mean, demeaning and being demeaned is the fulcrum upon which the American teenager's shallow little life pivots. If you're gonna convince me I'm in high school, you'd better put me into an indistinguishable box. The only question is, which box do I fit into? You see, fitting into a box is the biggest part of surviving high school, and that's the name of the game here. But literally, this is Surviving High School from Electronic Arts, and it relives those petty, superficial years in an adventure game. Although I guess, to be fair, if nothing else, high school certainly is an adventure. And Surviving High School is a text adventure, an old school kind of genre known for providing lots of options, lots of interaction, and lots of reading. This game makes the grade as far as the interaction and reading go, but Surviving High School doesn't give you a whole lot of choices. Kind of like the high school cafeteria. There's chicken nuggets every day. For starters, you can only play as a guy. And that might not be a big deal if not for the game's content, which revolves exclusively around masculine pursuits as stereotypical as the game's characters. You're trying out for the football team, you're chasing girls, you're hitting the weight room. The game corners itself into being guy-focused to literally prohibitive degrees. And considering that this kind of casual game especially appeals to women, it's unfortunate that Surviving High School avoids them as if they had cooties. Speaking of the ladies, the pursuit of them plays a large role in your daily activities in Surviving High School. The problem is, you can only choose from two girls. You can pursue the blonde cheerleader, Beth, or the dark-haired loner, Raven. More limitations, more stereotypes, more rigidity. And for a game about interaction, those aren't the grades you want to earn. Especially if you'd like to be earning them with Taylor. What's up with Taylor? That's who I want to know about. So the bulk of Surviving High School is about reading text and interacting with other floating heads, but the game shakes things up by throwing in mini-games. This is how the game gets you involved in some of the events that progress the story, so you have to actually do the football tryouts and the mosh pitting with Raven. And obviously, how else would you do that than by finding words and tapping numbers? So it goes without saying that the mini-games, not very compelling, but they at least break up the text and they give you some control over the events beyond simply making decisions. And if you make the decision to check this game out, you'll be happy to know it's available in the App Store and DSiWare, and that its problems are basically limited to its lack of depth, and the fact that it doesn't let you play if you're a girl. Now, the content that is there is fine, and if you can deal with the uninteresting, mean girls high school stereotypes, the game actually isn't bad. In fact, Surviving High School is a solid little text adventure that's at least better than real high school.